I did not own the clips or music shown. These are used for review and entertainment purposes. Thank you. Gap House and Gap House, it's me, Camden, on channel Camden. Now we are finally here to see this movie. Spider-Man No Way Home is a film about Spider-Man, and you should know who Spider-Man is. Where it's another MCU film where basically it leads to where Far From Home leads off, where Spider-Man is framed by Mysterio, and his identity is revealed to be Peter Parker. And we see more J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson, like we did in the post-credit scene. And there's also Peter Parker, played by Tom Holland. He goes to see Doctor Strange, see if he could do some sort of way to make everyone forget Peter Parker as Spider-Man. And things go unexpected. Just like a lot of things from this movie, which I have not expected to see in a Spider-Man movie ever, by the way. Yeah, like, there was a tweet from, 2020, and there was, something all around about Jamie Foxx coming back to be Electro. I was like, J.K. Simmons came out to be J. Jonah Jameson, so, And then they said Alfred Molina was coming back as Dr. Octopus. And then that's where people started to... It was a multiverse movie. Yeah. And, characters from past Spider-Man movies show up. Like I said, Alfred Molina as Doc Ock, and Jamie Foxx as Electro, and William Dafoe as Green Goblin. And certain other characters I can't fully talk about that you just gotta see for yourself. And this movie has been really anticipated this year. People have been excited for this movie. And then there were a lot of rumors and leaks, and leaks have been very annoying. I had to leave Twitter for a few days just to avoid spoilers for this movie. And then me and the boys saw Spider-Man No Way Home, and here's a clip of David, by the way.
David, say hey to the audience.
I totally wasn't past show. And yes, and we saw it, and it was really good. So much to the point, I think it's my favorite live-action Spider-Man movie now. Genuinely. It's because it's really good, and it also kind of unites a lot of parts of the Spider-Man fan base, as it has the Raimi trilogy and the Amazing Spider-Man duology, and people that are very much into the MCU together. Though there may be some arguments here and there, but it kind of made everyone happy and satisfied, and even some of the people that did not even like MCU Spider-Man like this movie. The ones that say, Spider-Man is just Iron Boy Jr., those type of people. And again, the characters like Doc Ock and Green Goblin return, and William Dafoe as Green Goblin, it's like he just came straight from 2002. It was like he just came, he genuinely came from a dimension and just came here. William Dafoe still has that laugh. And the rivalry between Spider-Man and Norman Osborn in this movie is really interesting, and just gets you at the edge of your seat. Especially at a scene where they're at a location and things get really serious. There's two scenes. It gets really serious. And William Dafoe, let me do a quick impression right quick. Peter, you're struggling to have everything you want. Godspeed, Spider-Man! I'm a bit of a scientist myself. And you know, Alfred Molina with the "Hello, Peter." The moment that broke the internet.
Hello, Peter.
And the bridge scene that was shown in a lot of TV spots and trailers. And they also make it seem like Doc Ock is the main villain, where he isn't. Green Goblin is. And they fight on the bridge, and it's like a really, really fun scene and really entertaining. And like Spider-Man just running around and he's dodging cars, and Doc Ock just throws cars at him, and they get over. And then Doc Ock take off Spider-Man's mask, and he says, "You're not Peter Parker." Which, you know, he's from another world, and you know who his Peter Parker is. So, like, in Spider-Man and Doctor Strange dynamic in this movie is really, really well done. And it's like, Peter, like, this tone of this movie is a little different from the first two, Homecoming and Far From Home. The first two were more like classic John Hughes, like, teen movies. Like, because, you know, Peter Parker is a teenager. In this one, Peter is at this point looking for colleges and stuff, and this point where it gets a little bit more serious, like it gets a little bit more of the serious parts of the Spider-Man comics and stuff, and some moments can get a little dark, because in the comics, Peter Parker is has some dark points in his life, like being a clone. He wants to find out he isn't a clone, having a marriage ruined by Mephisto, and a bunch of other things. But yeah, the fan service and characters like Doc Ock and Green Goblin show up. They're not just there for fan service. They're there for other reasons. Like, they're here for the plot. Like, it really gets a big part of the plot and is really, like, really important. And some of you go, fan service, it's just for fan service. Mind you, aren't you the same person that got hyped when you saw this, and this? Yeah, they're here for a reason, especially Green Goblin, because he's like the main villain here, as there are 5 villains in this movie. Why couldn't they just make it 6? Then it would have been the Sinister 6. But anyways, Green Goblin, he has that Power Rangers looking costume for a little bit in the movie, but he gets rid of it. And he's scarier without it on, like Weird Al said.
And he's throwing that weird pumpkin bomb. Yes, he's wearing that dumb Power Rangers mask, but he's scarier without it on.
And also fan service, like some characters, they have their theme in the background for like a little bit, like they're a bit, like, you can hear Doc Ock's theme when he shows up, and Green Goblin's theme for a little bit, and Electro for a split second, but didn't play like a whole lot. Like, you heard the dubstep music in there, and also a few other characters had their theme song played, but it was a little slower, but you could still hear it. And also, like, certain characters in here, they're there for a purpose, and like, it shows, like, if you watch the other movies, you know what their character arcs were from and things like that, and the things they wanted. And like, here they kind of, like, some moments just feel earned for them. Like, there was a specific character that, like, a very tragic thing happened to one of those movies, and like, there was a moment where it was like, no, not again, and then he got it right that time, and you just felt, yes, like he got it right. Like, you felt happy for him. And I will not say who, but it was a certain character that, you know. And also the characters from different movies, they interact with one another, and it's very nice, and you just get a chuckle out of all of them. I was an Avenger! What is that? Is that like a band? Yes, they were very fun, and they say certain lines in the movie that you will recognize from other movies, that you'll just chuckle and go, and they're not just they're not forced in, like they're not forced in, like, hey, you know this from that movie, right? whoa, what if we did it again? No, like it's there for a reason. And again, this video is not huge, like no minor spoilers, like no minor, like nothing minor. But I'll show you like clips, like out of context, not clips from the movie, but like just random things, just out of context, and then you'll understand them. If you haven't seen the movie and you see those clips, and then you watch the movie right after, you'll probably get the context when you go back to this video.
I'm not the bad guy.
Power comes great responsibility. That's the catchphrase of old Uncle Ben. If you missed it, don't worry, they'll say the line again and again and again.
What is it like to feel this kind of pain? What is it like to you up on the highway? To work so hard.
Today, we're more than allies. We're brothers. Go Green Machine! It's ninja time! My back. Oh, my back.
Honors student. Tells me you're brilliant. He also tells me you're lazy.
Trying to do better.
Well, being brilliant's not enough, young man.
And also, the mid-credit scene, you're gonna be disappointed, but at the same, like, if you watch Venom 2, like, you're gonna be disappointed, but at the same time, you're gonna understand why they did it, because it leads something to another movie. It is now my favorite live-action Spider-Man movie. It combines, like, a lot of the elements from the other Spider-Man movies in ways I just don't really want to explain, because it's just one of those movies you just gotta see for yourself. It's just like one of those just big experiences. Some moments, I was just as hyped as I was as Avengers Endgame. And yeah, you're gonna feel the same when you see this movie. It's really exciting, fun, it's a bit funny, but also gets serious. It can get you emotional at times. And also, it really makes you love Spider-Man even more. Me seeing Alfred Molina as Doc Ock, or Jamie Foxx as Electro, or Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin, and certain other characters, I never thought I would ever see return in anything ever. I genuinely never did. It's something a fan thought, and it's like a fan's dream, and it comes into a real movie. It's amazing. It also has a great story, and also leads Tom Holland's Peter Parker to a brand new future. Tom Holland killed it here. Like, he was really, 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 really good here. Because he was, in the other ones, he was very good as Peter Parker, but this one, he feels the most, Spider-Man. Like the other ones, he was really good, but this one, he was really, really good. And it kind of makes him evolve to, like, also, you know, a lot of Spider-Man movies end with the final swing. This one was really good, and right before that, it was, I can't spoil what happens before that, but, the final swing here was really good, and there was also something else that looked really good, and hope they won't give it up, for the next movie just for toy sales. And donuts, I love it so much. I don't care if it can only lead to 10. I'm just gonna give it 11. I love it so much. It's my top 3 fave like MCU movie, and probably one of my favorite comic book movies in general now. And that concludes our. Oh wait, where's my hat? And that concludes December. This is my last video for the month and even the year. Hope you spend Christmas well, and also spend time with the people you care about. They don't gotta be your family and blood. They can just be anyone that's close to you, or you can spend time with them. And know that there's people out there that care for you. Hope you have a great Christmas, or Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, or if you're an atheist or a Jehovah's Witness, you probably wouldn't celebrate the holiday at all, but that's you. Anyways, here to torture your ears. And this is going to be the official second season finale of Channel Camden. No, this is not a finale, just a season 2 finale, because I'm treating this like it's a show, because why not? And I had fun making videos for the past year. It was really fun, though. Sometimes I may not get the views I want, but I was still satisfied. Like, I was really having fun making those videos, and I'm glad you guys have supported and watched it. And there will be more videos in the future. Yeah, 2022, expect a Sonic 2 review, review of the Batman and a bunch of other stuff. But if you're new and you haven't liked, subscribe. Like, comment, but not a mean comment, and subscribe.